Hi guys, it's me Nana, and I'm here real quick just to say welcome back. And this is going to be a Dollar Tree notepad cover project. I hope you enjoy it. It was a labor of love, and I will catch you on the back end. And don't forget, I have a sneak preview at the end, so if you're interested, I also have a nice little surprise at the end. So see you later. Enjoy. Bye for now.
So let's see if I can do this. This is my prototype. I had created it out of a mistake and decided that I would make something to show you that you could make this cover, this paper pad cover, notepad cover, no matter what size it was, just keeping in mind the constants. Okay, so I had planned on making a cover for this, and as you can see, this is different dimensions. This is going to be like a really thinner one, and this one that I made is for like an adult desk, obviously, and that's just this pad that I got at Dollar Tree for $1. So it's really cool. You can make it as a gift or for my purposes, like for the craft fair project. And then they have the colored ones like this, which we could actually create for a little one. So that's what this is going to be. This one's going to be more for a baby. Okay, so no matter the size of the pad, if I do this right and I don't confuse you too much, you should be able to make a cover no matter what. Just keeping in mind the constant. For this one, the constant is 6 by 9. And all we're doing is creating a wrap for it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is 3 12 by 12 cardstock. You're going to need some score tape. You're going to need some glue. You're going to need something to score with. It doesn't have to be a scoreboard like I have. You know, there's the smaller scoreboards, and you know, scoreboard. You could even just use, you could use something like this and just hold it with a ruler. It's easy to score. You just have to make the line. Once you get all your stuff together, you need the 3 cardstock, and it consists of a cover, which is, let me show you. This is the cover. This mechanism right here, the cover, goes all the way around, stops right there. And then it has the back, which is what it rests on. This is the back, what the pad will rest on and glue to. Okay? And then you have the wrap. I call it a wrap. I don't have anything else to call it, but it's a wrap that protects the notepad from anything falling in or whatever. But isn't that is adorable? I mean, this idea I think is an original Stampin' Up project. That's where I saw it, but unfortunately the directions that I got didn't really specify things, and I just made some assumptions because it looked like this looked exactly like the pad that they were covering. Come to find out, the dimensions were different. So, you know, I learned, but what happened is I ended up teaching myself how to do it, which is, yay, that's a win-win. Okay, so, all right, we're cutting the paper, the first one to 7 7/8 of an inch, right here, by 9. So you just 7 7/8 by 9. The back is 6 1/2, so 6 the width of the pad, 1/2 inch for the lip, by 9. Again, there's that constant. And then this one is actually the flap, you know, the wrap, and it is 6, which is the constant of the width of the pad, and 10 1/2, which is the length of the pad plus the wrap. See? So the wrap will always be 1 1/2 inches. No matter what, your flap will be 1 1/2 inches if your pad is this one, for instance. This pad is approximately 5 by 8. Okay, so it's a 5 by 8 pad. This wrap would be 8 inches plus 1 1/2 inches. Just for the wrap, right? So the wrap would be 8 plus 1 1/2 inches. the cover would be 5 plus 1 7/8 of an inch. Always 1 7/8 of an inch. Always. Isn't that cool? So no matter the size, as long as you get the 1 7/8 inch, you'll have the pencil holder and you'll cover your pad. See? Isn't that cool? And so the back then is 6 inches plus a 1/2 inch lip to attach to the cover. So the back has to attach to the cover, and that's that 1/2 inch. There will always be a 1/2 inch regardless of the size of the notepad. And there's your other constant, which is the 9 inches, because these two guys gotta line up. So there's your 6 by 9, and you can see it like this, which is really cool. This is it. That's the size of the pad plus 1 7/8 of an inch. That's the wrap. Cover, excuse me. This is the back, which is the 6 inches, 6 by 9, plus a 1/2 inch to attach to the flap, to the wrap. Cover. But you see where I'm going, right? So it's always the size of the pad plus 1 7/8 inch. The bottom, always the size of the pad plus a 1/2 inch. And the only confusing one would be this one, and it's not confusing at all, is the wrap. See, it wraps around, which is the 6 by 9 plus 1 1/2 inches. 1 1/2 inches. Ta! So it doesn't matter the size. You can always create a wrap without doing a lot of calculating. Okay? So here they are. I'm going to put those in the description so you can actually make a thing about it. But the scores will always be the same. This will always be a constant. Where you score and the size of the mechanism to score will always stay the same. Always stay the same. The only thing that'll change is the size of your pad, and these are the size of the pad.
In the case of the wrap, you'll just add the 1 inch to the thickness of the pad you're using and then score appropriately at those lines. It'll all be clear once you actually put it down on the scoreboard. Okay?
We got our pieces of paper. We have our cover, right? The cover is 7 7/8 by 9 inches. The back is 6 1/2 by 9, and our wrap is 6 by 10 1/2. Okay, so we take our cover first, and this one I already did because I have so many prototypes. You take it on the 7 7/8 inch side, in other words, the short side. Okay, so you score here at 5/8, 1 1/4. And then 1 7/8. See? So 5/8, 1 1/4, 1 7/8. Just score those babies right like that. Right? Now for me, I have a front and back. This is the texture. This I want to show. So there's my front. Right? There's my front. I wish I should have had something with a cover on it, because that's what confused me the last time. So I think I'm going to identify my pieces so you can tell, because that is what drove me crazy, not knowing what was what. Hold on a second. I have some extra stickers here. I'm going to put them on here just so there's no confusion, because without, you know, something to identify it, it just drives me crazy. So I'm just going to put this on here temporarily. So this is the cover. Okay, so Believe is the cover. This is the back, and this is the inside of the back. Okay, nope. Yeah. And then here is the wrap. I'm just putting these temporarily on there so you can tell that what's what. You know, we can give it some kind of identification. So we've got our scores on this one, and then for the back, you just put it in on the 6 1/2 inch side and score it at 5/8 of an inch. So that's that constant, always 5/8 of an inch. You turn it on its long side, on its 10 1/2 inch side, and you score at 1 inch, which is the flap that's going to be holding on to the notepad, and then another 1/2 inch, which is at 1.5, because that is what wraps around our pad. That's how thick our pad is, okay? So there you have it. That's pretty much what that's going to be. That's just going to be a wrap around. You just burnish it down nice. You know, I'm just a believer in burnishing because it just makes everything look so professional. Okay, so there's our wrap. It's ready to go, and you can see it. See, so you can see where we're going with that, right? That's what that's going to be. It's going to take care of our pad. Okay. This is the inside. These two babies have to attach here, but before we do that, we have to create the pencil holder. So here you have the front of the cover, and we're going to make the pencil holder. You see we have our score lines already there, and you fold it at the 1 1/4 inch line. So at the 1 1/4 inch line, you fold it in and give it a nice burnish. It's going to be where we're going to put our pen. I would say the pen would be perfect right there. So we're going to cut 2 lines, or 2 cut marks to create our pen. This one's a little tricky for me. It was a little tricky for me. I don't know why. I think it was because of the way that it was turned when I first saw it created. So I'm going to take it down and go just about.
I found it was better if you just cut 3/4 of the way to that line. Try not to cut more than 3/4. In fact, try halfway first. It's always better to make it smaller than bigger and then add later. So just go about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way to that burnish line, that score line, okay?
No big fancy schmancy move. Just kind of cut it right there. See that? Just 2 little lines. Can you see them? There we go. See that? And not all the way up to the score line. Now, this takes a little bit of maneuvering where you punch out the pen. Some of you have probably already done something like this. This was a first for me. And then you kind of back fold that burnish line. See how that went? And see how that tucked right in. Back fold that burnish line, give it a good. Always, when you're working with these things, always try to keep the tops and the bottoms straight, and it will be a rewarding experience for you, because if you don't keep it straight now, you're going to have a problem on the back end, and nobody likes a crooked notepad holder. We have to do the same to this side. Fold it in, and we're going to burnish that really well. Go. Keep those lines straight. We know it's going to be going in, so go ahead and burnish it now. Remembering what this mechanism is going to do, and that is get that pen holder out there and keep that nice and straight. Isn't that gorgeous? Now see, I didn't make my pen, look at that. I didn't make my pen holder straight. That cut, not quite as straight as it should be, but that's okay. And you know, you can even, if you want to, you can put extra paper over this or something to reinforce it. But anyway, that's where your pencil holder pops out. See how that is? And then we got one more line to burnish, and that would be this baby right here. It's like an accordion style thing we're doing here. So that's that final flap. And we have the, you know, they call it the mountain valley. You know, I'm not good at this, because it could be the mountain, could be the valley, and the valley could be the mountain. I don't know. I get confused. Again, just burnishing that down so everything stays nice and crisp, and it knows the job that it has to do. Everybody has a job, and they got to do it. There we go. We're gonna get there. I don't like when I do that. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, again. See, I wanted this nice textured side on the outside, which is where it should be. We have to get these babies attached like this. We want them to be friends forever and ever, so that when this is attached, there you have it. See that? Isn't that cool? Now, this is where the score tape comes in handy right here. This is a very inexpensive but very, very, very strong score tape. For me, I go ahead and use I think this is a 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch score tape. It's just easier for me. Some people use 2 of the 1/4 inch. Sorry about my nails. I promise they were just done yesterday. I am so rough on my nails. Okay, there you go. I'm so excited. I wanted to show you all the craft fair ideas that I've been working on, but I didn't want to make, you know, separate videos for each one. It's just too much time when, you know, time is of the essence. So this is the inside of the bottom or back flap. This is now the inside of the cover, and we're going to attach it to each other. So I got that nice and burnished down. Whenever you put a score tape on there, you want to kind of rub it in so it will stay nice and strong. Then it's just a matter of trying to keep it straight when you put them together. You'd never want to cross the score line when you're attaching paper. See that score line? You want to stay to, in this case, my left of that score line, so there's no problem in turning it, and it gives you that little extra lip you need so that the bottom doesn't stick out. So there, I'm going to just put it up against the wall of my scoreboard so that it is as straight as I can get it, and then make sure it's straight attached here at the bottom area as well. And then you should be straight. As long as these guys here and here are straight, you shouldn't have a problem. But I shouldn't burnish it yet until there. See, everything's relatively straight. I might have a little bit of a thing right here, but that's because of this. It's kind of holding it in. But okay, so now that I've got them attached, I'm going to burnish that down and hope that they fuse together really well. And after this, it's smooth sailing, guys. This is, you know, and once you do one, I mean, it just goes so fast. So there you go. And I got my little markers there so you can see what's what. And see how that's going to sit? It's going to sit flat like that. Isn't that beautiful? And you can do it to any size notepad that you have. That tape job to do as well, which is we put this guy here. Now we're going to put this guy on top of it. You see where the lip is, where this hole is? We're going to attach this area to our bottom holder here, and we're going to attach this area to that. See how that goes? And so when it sits up, it will sit like that. You see? So we're on the inside. This is where we attached it, and we're going to put one more set of paper tape right there, not double-sided tape right here. So we have one more row of tape so that it will sit properly. Again, try not to go over the scoreboard. The score line. Don't go over the score line, so that there's nothing to stop it from holding on properly. I am not a very good paper crafter. I'm all thumbs, but I have the desire. That's the key. I am not the best. In fact, I'm probably one of the worst, but I really have the desire to do it. And that's the key. That's the key, guys, is the desire. So we got that off, and then we're just going to fold this over on top of itself. It's so simple. Oops, 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 I wasn't supposed to put it here. Oh, okay. I was supposed to stop here, and I didn't, so I can fix that. I was talking, and I forgot. So remember, you're supposed to put tape from here to here, and from here to here, and stop. But I didn't. You're supposed to just stop right there. Oh my gosh, she did it. just talking. That's where, like I told you, I'm probably one of the worst crafters of all time. So we're going to put that on top of itself, but I gotta unstick this one first. And I have my, this is what we do to take static away. I'm going to try to put some powder on there. Have you ever seen such a good crafter? What a crafter. What a crafter. Okay, just put a little extra right there. There we go. Okay, so here we are again. You're just going to quickly put this on top, and because we burnished everything so well, it just lays right down like a good little tab should. And then again, do your nice little burnishing so everything lays flat and pretty, and you don't have that ugly little... There we go, look guys, look. Ta-da! And the clouds part. And we have a pen holder. See, a pen holder. Ooh, I'm crafty. I made a pen holder. Yay! Okay. All right. So now all we got to do is attach this baby. Very simply. First, what I did myself. You do have to attach it here, unfortunately. But first, we take the paper off. First, we're going to take the paper off. Not this. You want to keep that on there because it keeps the tab together. So you just have to carefully cut this away. Okay, so you see how we created that? It's just a little lip for this baby. You can either use score tape or you can use runner tape. And I just use runner tape because there's not a whole lot of trouble in this region of the thing. So you're really going to tape all the way around here, down the 1/2 inch one, and just attach it. There's no, what I do is I just kind of put it together like that and wrap it around. Just put it and wrap it. Done. Nice. Get this nice and attached and make it nice and crisp. Again, you know how I love those crisp lines. Just looks really good. See how that sits? Now we can actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the entire, I'm going to go ahead and use the entire surface. A little bit of this. Only when I'm on, usually I do a voiceover, right? But no, I gotta have trouble when there's, oh boy guys. Alright, that should be enough. Let me just put that on there. Not crossing over, don't cross over that score line. Keep it straight. There we go. There we go. Yes! I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, it could be better. It could be better. Trust me, I'm not that good. I hope you'll probably do much better than I did. It's time to decorate. So you can do whatever you want, decorate it. It's just a matter of the constants. Isn't that cute, guys? I can't wait to decorate this one, but I'm going to leave you here, and you can see that it just kind of works. And you can put a calendar here. In this one, what I did is, like I said, I made a pocket, and I have this. It's just so cute, and I love this gel pen. I don't know what the, I don't know if it's a Jot. Oh, Pro Marks at Dollar Tree. This is a wonderful gel pen. It flows and it leaves glitter. Okay guys, so that's it for me for now. Oh, and I wanted to show you a couple things. Hold on. I have been working on our craft fair stuff. This is a little tea time thing that I found. I found a pattern for on the internet. See, it's got a little teapot, and I just printed it out, and I put tea time on the thing, so I made my own little embellishment there, and I got all my smelly good teas. So I'm going to be making a ton of these little tea cozies. Right. I'm probably going to package them, like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 in a bag with some more ribbon, because you can never have enough ribbon. But I wanted to show you, these are the things I'm working on for the craft fair stuff. Isn't that adorable? Trust me, I had gone through a lot of different styles, and I just went to this one for the simplicity and the cuteness factor and the kind of vintage look that I could get from the paper, and I just tried to stay true to the paper. So what happens is you open this up, see? You just open it up, it's attached so you don't lose it, and then you put your little tea inside. Is that adorable? So they have a nice little tea, which that tea, by the way, is delicious. A friend of mine gave it to me from Texas, and she gave me like 3 boxes of it. It's like, wow. And you know, you got to drink your tea. You can't just let tea sit around, guys. And then you just kind of close it back up, but I'll close it up next. So that's one of the things I'm working on, and I'll put a little video so you can see how I did it, how to make it. It's really, really super uber simple, and it just, the thing I like is that it took 6x6 papers. I'm really wanting to use my 6x6 papers because I have a ton of them and never anything to use them for, and hey, it's time. So see, we just kind of cut it. I'll show you. It's a lot of fun. And here's my last thing that I'm going to show you, just a preview of what I've been up to, and I'm going to share with you, is this guys. I have to give it up for, oh gosh, I forgot her name. Oh, no, I can't forget her name. I'll put it in the description box. It starts with an L. Anyway, her and her sister, they create all these beautiful things, and they put tutorials on Facebook, on YouTube for craft fair ideas, and I just loved this one. So look at this. This is my favorite coffee in the morning. But it's not. It's a notepad, guys. Is that adorable? This is one of those little tiny composition books. These I got from Walmart, 3 for $1. But look at that. Is that cute? I'm just going to package it up for craft fair. And then this one, it's not a Ritz cracker. It's a notepad. And what I did different is I made the cover, and then I added paper, because I don't like this. This one was okay because it's white. I didn't have to do anything. But this one was like brownish, or that grayish. So I just put a little extra piece of paper, and then there you have it. Isn't that cute? I'm not sure if I want to round these corners. I probably will. But the pièce de résistance, guys. Look at this. You know how I like my notepads, right? Well, these are all Dollar Tree notepads. I'm going to show you how to do this. Is that adorable? Again, this is just the cover, the front of the cracker box. I put a little extra paper here because, I don't like that gray stuff. And it's just, hello, it just ups that notepad, and that's their idea. They did this, and I'll show you how I did it, which is different because these are different notepads. You have to, change it up for each different style of notepad. Look at this one, guys. Isn't that fun? Is that fun? That is the funnest thing I've seen in so long, between this one and this one. But this is my favorite. This is my favorite because it's just so cute. Put it in your purse, Pull it out, coffee. Now this one, unfortunately, I can't find the right size. My cereals don't, but they have a way of doing this with their cereal box. But mine is too small. I can't get it to work. So I'm kind of going to just, improvise and put it like this, because it's just as cute. It's just not as cute. But anyway, that was from the 2 sisters on YouTube that do all these craft fair stuff. So I'm getting ready. This is going to be craft fair stuff. This is going to be craft fair stuff. The tea cozy is, and I've got some other Halloween stuff that's going to be there. Guys, it's going to be exciting. So many fun things that are going to happen. And this one is going to be mine because it's a prototype, and it's the one I love the most. If you can dream it, you can do it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm looking for the miracles. So come along with me. We're going to be making some fun stuff. All right. Thanks so much for watching. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.